1st this evening. Despite environmental concerns, the National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA, says an environmental impact assessment isn't needed for the additional 281 hotel rooms to be built at Secrets Resort in Freeport, Montego Bay, St. James. Now, addressing a press conference today, the agency insists it's taking strict measures to ensure the protection of the environment and certain rights of citizens.
The 700-room Secrets Hotel in Freeport, St. James. Expansion work is expected to begin soon, which will include 281 rooms, a new spa, and a 300-plus vehicle parking lot. Seawinds Investments Limited filed the application with the National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA, last October. Several government agencies, residents, and other stakeholders have been consulted and issues outlined. And following what NEPA says were rigorous assessments, the company has been given approval for an outline plan of the hotel expansion. And despite the delicate ecological systems close to the property, including the Montego Bay wetlands and a fish sanctuary, NEPA says there's no need for an environmental impact assessment.
We have a number of hotels right now undergoing expansion that are also in similar areas. And it is the exact process that we applied to make our decisions. So it depends on what our screening process turns out. We will determine whether an EIA is required or not.
NEPA CEO Peter Knight says the National Water Commission has assured residents it has the capacity to carry the additional sewage and water that would be required with the additional rooms. And as for traffic concerns,
we think that with improved traffic management and the institution and implementation, that's why we also wrote to the police, of no parking along that corridor would help greatly with road traffic management in that area. The intention is not to add as such to the traffic because, as you know, hotel guests are generally transported by coaches from the hotel, from the airport into the hotels. We know that there is a local clientele that provisions will have to be made for, and I think the parking garage is proposed to answer those issues.
Now, he says further considerations about whether to expand the roadway and roundabout to accommodate the additional traffic will be decided when the hotel gives final planning approval. But before that happens, Mr. Knight stressed that the hotel cannot get any building approval and must first satisfy certain statutory and non-statutory requirements. He says Seawinds has already agreed to move back its garage and spa from 3 to 9 meters away from residential properties. However, he's concerned about a report of a resident being barred from using the beach at the hotel.
We have written to the management of Seawinds Investment Limited and their attorneys on what we view as a breach of the prescriptive rights. When Seawinds Key Investment Limited resubmit for full planning approval, that will also require an amendment to the environmental permit, and we have to be satisfied, as we have done elsewhere, that the prescriptive rights of the residents are protected and that they are preserved.
Herman Green, TVJ News.